Everybody, it's about time to give you an update on my life here in Okinawa. I've been in Oki for about 3 months now, and I have not really given my original channel Stryke team any real information. If you're wondering why I'm dressed in this green with these hand wraps like this, it is actually Halloween as I record this. I'm dressed up as a Muay Thai version of Rock Lee. Green jumpsuit, that was actually a gift. Put some Muay Thai stuff on it. Do something fun for the kids. For those who don't know, I'm teaching English out here, so I'm working with a lot of kids. They loved it. It was fun. I just wanted to give you guys a quick update specifically on my martial art journey. If you don't know, I did actually start a second channel that focuses purely on just travel. Right now, Japan, but in the future, wherever I go, I love traveling. I've been to 10 countries so far. It's called Stryke Team Abroad. And in that channel, I am still behind, but I do have some videos out showing just what it's like getting settled into actual, like, the life of living here in the homeland, the birthplace of karate. And yeah, so far, I love it. So I got here, and when I first landed in Okinawa, I came here with a letter of recommendation from my Weishiru instructor, Sensei Joe 90. Weishiru is my first karate system. I wanted to look at as many possible ways to train when I got here as possible. But I live up in the north part of Okinawa, known as Motobu, okay? And there's not that many options of training anything other than karate, and they have a couple Muay Thai spots, one jiu-jitsu spot, and also I'm not rich, right? So like I had to decide what I wanted to do. So I had to pick one version of karate and pretty much one Muay Thai gym. What were my real options, or the jiu-jitsu gym. So I ended up picking Weishi because it was my original system, and I came here with a letter of recommendation from my old instructor Joe 90 to give to Shinjo Sensei. Shinjo is possibly the most famous Okinawan Weishiru master. He's the guy in all the videos breaking all the boards and all the bricks. And I've always wanted to meet him. I've always wanted to train with him. So knowing I had that letter of recommendation and that my instructor really wanted me to experience that, I knew that was definitely something I wanted to do. I did take a look at one Shorin-ryu spot, and it was a phenomenal place. Those guys were really, really cool. I'll insert a picture right here. Those guys were great, but just due to finances and time, I didn't have time to really do too much Shorin-ryu. And so I would still like to, if I could find maybe somebody out here, we just exchange ideas or whatever, maybe train with them every once in a while, I would still do that. But right now I'm doing my Shorin-ryu kind of like as a personal practice. But yeah, I did with that letter. I took that letter, I went out and I drove down to Shinjo Sensei's dojo. And actually, I'm just gonna insert the video of me doing that right here. All right, guys, it is finally time. I'm about to head off to Shinjo Sensei's dojo. I have my letter of recommendation in my bag here for my Sensei Joe 90 to introduce me and hopefully get in on the right foot and start my Weichi journey here in Okinawa. So I'm very excited. I hope this goes well. I did hear that he doesn't, I can't just like walk in with my camera. And I noticed mostly from watching actually Jesse Incamp's video that he's not somebody who likes cameras in the dojo. So I don't know if I can record it or not, but I'll record up to maybe like the front door or something and tell you how it goes after. So I'm here now. Oh, I can hear it. I wasn't sure if I was there when I first drove up. It's hard to see, but I can hear it. Oh, I'm a little nervous all of a sudden. This is wild. I just got nervous. So a little pre-setup before I go in. Pretty much I'm dressed in normal clothes. I'm not supposed to go in assuming that I'm gonna train today. I'm just gonna go in, hand my letter, and wait to see what he says. Now, if he does let me train, I do have gear in the car, but I'm gonna walk up, dressed like this, and see what happens. Hopefully, I'm all good, and I'm able to go and do this. Where's the entry? You know, sorry. Oh, here it is. This is the entry. That's the sign. This right here. All right, I'm gonna turn off this camera before I accidentally insult somebody for walking in with a camera on. So talk to you guys later. Bye. So yeah, went there. Ended up getting to Shinjo's dojo late. So a little backstory on finding it. To find his dojo's location, I didn't have an address and I didn't have any schedule. I went on a website, which is for like karate tours for karate masters or something like that. And it had his address there and a schedule, and it was wrong. It was off by 30 minutes. So I got there thinking I was getting there 15 minutes early, and then I couldn't find the spot. And then I got there to what I thought was a good 10 minutes early still. He was already 20 minutes into the practice, and I wasn't gonna storm in. It had a lot of people there. His dojo was pretty packed, a lot of foreigners. I went to visit Shinjo on the day of a big karate convention on the island. So there were a lot of visitors there to see him because, like I said, he's famous. So it was pretty crowded. I didn't want to just storm in. So I waited and I watched. And I saw how he ran the class. It was very, he went over a lot of the basics, but he was very detailed with everybody. They did some sparring, a lot of kata, but everybody there was really serious. It was really, one of the things I really liked about watching his dojo is all the visitors, everyone there was pretty high level. Even the guys wearing wearing white belts all seemed to be pretty high level. I don't think they were actually white belts. I think they were black belts from other schools coming to visit who wore a white belt out of respect, judging by their technique level. But it was a phenomenal class. And around the middle of the class, he had a water break. He saw me. I gave him the letter. He had one of his students come talk to me real quick, but who spoke better English. But due to the back and forth nature of our communication and the language barriers, I wasn't actually able to train with him that day. But he was kind enough when he found out where I lived to give me, to take my number down, and he actually connected me to my current instructor out here in Motobu. And what was very interesting about that is when I met my current instructor, I noticed his last name was Weichi. And I was like, oh, well, Weichi must be a common name. And, I started and I was like, all right, cool. And I went in and I started training with him. These guys were great. Their dojo was nowhere to be found online. They don't really have a website. I found one little YouTube clip from their dojo, which I guess I might put down below in the subscription if you guys want to check it out. But I started training there, and I really did love their karate. They're very old school in a way. They train, in a way that I would consider old school even for Weichi. But they're very, very strong. They're very dedicated, very focused. I was noticing that these guys have, they're very good and powerful like bodies when it comes to arm pounding and leg pounding and just conditioning and just overall really great, really strong karate. And I was very impressed with the dedication they showed in their training. And then about a month and a half in to training with these people, they have a welcome dinner for me. And I start talking to this guy who I finally, for the first time, have someone there who actually speaks fluent English. We've been, doing all of our training through Google Translate so far. And I find out these guys are the great grandkids of the founder of the system. I'm like, oh, that's why your last name's Weichi. You're actually a Weichi. Like my style's Weichi-ryu. It's their family's martial arts style. I had no idea. Which, it makes sense because for those who don't know, the city I'm living in, Motobu, is actually, I believe, the birthplace of the founder of my system. They actually have a statue of the founder in the city where I'm living, which is crazy. I'm living in the city where the founder of my major martial arts system comes from and training with his descendants. It's all by accident. I didn't pick the city because I didn't have a choice. I didn't even technically have a choice to be at Okinawa. That was luck. And then Shinjo just matched me to these guys, and they're not even in Shinjo's Weichi organization. They're in different organizations. So the fact that he sent me to these guys is just, the amount of luck to be where I am right now is insane. I didn't really have many videos with them. When I first started training, I didn't want to just walk in with a recorder, with a camera out. That'd be rude. And I haven't actually really recorded much of the training. We were training very, very seriously. I will say, though, that this Thursday is the celebration for World Karate Day. World Karate Day already passed, but because everyone was working, they're doing the celebration on November 3rd, which is a Thursday, which is already a holiday, so no one has work. And I am going down with my Weichido group to go take part in that. And I am planning on recording that, and hopefully I'll have that up for you guys soon after. So that's amazing. I also had the beautiful opportunity to train in front of the Weichi statue. Before I had officially met them and before I actually driven down to Shinjo, when I would do my training, I would actually drive up to the Weichi statue and train there. So as a matter of fact, I'll insert a clip of me doing that here. Yeah, so that was the Weichi statue. I will say, guys, Okinawa is beautiful. That area where the statue is absolutely stunning. If you go up a little bit farther, there's some beautiful views of the island that I might also add in. We'll see. I might add that into the video too, because the island is absolutely stunning. But yeah, that's pretty much what's happening with my Weichi journey. I'm training with the Descendants, and I'm loving it. I've also had a lot of time to think and go through applications for Weichi katas, and for a very particular reason on my channel, I haven't actually gone over too many Weichi bunkai, which I'm recognizing was a mistake. I'll get into that deeper in another video, but I'm definitely going to start doing that a lot more on this channel. So I hope you guys are interested in that, because you're going to see a lot more of that in future. What's the other one? Muay Thai. Yeah. So I started, I also went out to look at a couple other Muay Thai gyms. I knew there was also a MMA gym, which was mostly ground game, but also had a little Muay Thai. I decided not to really go there because I really wanted something that would allow me to delve into the striking as well. And their striking, they only had like, I think 2 classes I can make a week, which was not enough. So I visited the 2 main Muay Thai gyms, Naga Muay Thai and Evolution Muay Thai. Great times. Both coaches seemed to be really good. I sparred with one of the pros. His fight name's One Punch Man at Naga Muay Thai. Great guy. And I met him, sparred with him, but just because of his schedule, I noticed we weren't going to be able to train together very often. And so I actually ended up going to this other spot called Evolution, where they have some really good fighters, a lot of good young fighters, like the high school boxing champ is there, and these 2 girls who are young but about to go pro are there. And then a lot of American military people as well. And I like the fact that the instructor there spoke decent English, and, you know, not just did we have good Japanese people there, which is something I want to do. I want to ingrain myself in the culture, but also some Americans there as well. So I ended up going and training at Evolution, and I am very much enjoying myself. I can say that my boxing has improved tremendously, just because for those who don't know, Japan is a very big boxing place as well as kickboxing, and a lot of the high schoolers love to box, and it has been improving my technique and sharpening me up a lot. So I've definitely been enjoying that. The instructor is super nice. He's actually been really grateful to me because I've been helping him pretty much prep a lot of the Americans, and so I've been helping him as well, and some of the some more Americans from base have been showing up, and he actually thinks it's because of me helping teach and kind of that word getting around. And so he's been, you know, I'm loving it there. He's appreciative. It's a very good dynamic. Like I said, good training. I should be fighting November 20th, December 11th, and then I'm actually doing a karate tournament in January, and then another fight in February, I believe. So I am trying to rack up fights. I was supposed to fight actually yesterday, October 30th, but my opponent pulled out, sadly. I will quote what my instructor told me. He found my Instagram and decided not to fight me. Not my words. That's what my instructor said. That's what they told my instructor. I didn't say that. They said it. All right. So yeah. But I'm hoping to really get some solid amateur work in out here. I will, like I said, I've improved so much. I don't want to overly talk about it. I want to show it, right? But something about the change in environment, it's like I'm a whole new person when it comes to my ability to apply my technique. I think another thing that's been really helpful is in America, I have had so many instructors at the same time, and I'm always getting fed so much knowledge, and it's hard for me to have a moment to really not just know it cerebrally, like in my brain, but actually work it to the point of it truly being ingrained in who I am without thought. And I needed the time to rep that out on the bag. And one thing I've noticed is very different about Japan is everyone gets one-on-one time with the coach. That's like you come in, you get your pad work with the coach, but then you have a lot of time to manage and control your own training. And I think having the ability to literally I will spend 3 hours on the bag working 3 techniques or 3 principles has allowed me to improve so much in our drilling with a friend and improve so much in such a small amount of time between that bag work and that drilling that's totally like within my control, that I'm not like training myself. What I'm doing is I'm taking these years of training that I've had from all these instructors and taking the time to really understand it in a way I didn't before. And it's improved my sparring so much. I went from like, like I said, I'll rather show you guys when I finally have a fight, show you guys some videos, but I'm a very different fighter, and I've evolved a lot in the very short time. Like I said, it's only been 3 months, only maybe 2.5 months of training, probably 2 months of training. In that little time, it's like the improvement is like, I would be close to say maybe 4 or 5, maybe 6 months in America. That progression, like it's that much faster, and just because of that ability to really focus in and break down and understand a lot of my old lessons. So I'm definitely enjoying that. I'm excited to get the fight on in the future. Oh yeah, one other funny thing is that it turns out I'm also training with some of my students, which was hilarious. Like I said, I'm teaching English out here, and I was in the Muay Thai gym and I was sparring a couple of the students, and this is before I had a chance to go to all of the schools. I teach at 3 different schools, and at this point I only actually been to one. And I'm sparring with some of the younger kids in the gym, and we're banging it out. This is when I first got there, and they know I fight in America, and it's a bit like, not just are they testing me, but they're trying to, you know, allow me to test them in a way and like kind of show what they can do. And we start swinging, and I'm fighting the champ. I'm fighting the champ, and we're, excuse my language, we're freaking going. Okay, we're going, and we're hitting hard. We're going at it, and we're about evenly matched in that fight. And then I end up going to school, like, I don't know, 5 days later, and he's in my class. I was just beating the crap out of one of my students. So there's that. And at this point, more students have come. There's like 8 or 9 people from my high school at my gym, which I find hilarious. And I'm right after class, I'm fighting my kids. It's very funny. And they have a field day with it. They all think it's hilarious. The younger girls like to come up and try and teach me Japanese because it's my job to teach them English. So it's a very funny dynamic. But yeah, maybe I'll put in some pad work clips, or maybe some other clips that I'll have by the time I put this video out. I know tomorrow I'm planning to train in my Rock Lee outfit, even though it's the day after Halloween. Maybe I'll put some of those clips in here too for you guys, so you can enjoy it.
press and kick it up. Put elbows in, press and kick it up. Good, 1, 2. Good job. Good. When you bump and fire and kick, up the hook, bump and kick it up. Then you kick, bump and elbow in, up the, get it, press and kick it up.
Overall, training out here has been amazing. I'm excited to share more of it with you guys. I actually just went to my first amateur event. I watched one of my friends compete yesterday. It was a lower level event, more like PKBs in America, but I'm excited to show you guys that as well, and just get back onto it, show you more of Okinawa, the training here, and just the martial art thoughts I've been giving you guys this whole time. So I'm gonna hop back onto it and get back onto a regular schedule. So you'll see more of me soon. Also, just quick apology. I know this video does not have the best clarity ever. I'm on my phone. I think I broke it, sadly, so I may have to not record on this as much. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon. All right, Stryke team, see you later. Peace.
It's the perfect day. It actually is the perfect.
It's the most beautiful spot I think I've ever been in my life.
I'm glad. I'm glad it's ranked as that. I forget that's the mommy, the other neighbor.